Today's 1033rd day. I'm here to listen to learn. I hope this support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today, speak about sadness from not having a vision. Sadness from not having a vision. I think that a lot of times we have frustration, anxiety, a lot of negative emotions, but we really want to fix that emotion, really want to deny it, maybe accept the emotion, maybe want to run away from emotion. We want to do a lot of different things, but I think that sometimes we try to really have more things, do more things, be more. But I think it's very, very hard to overcome all those things if you just do not have a vision. I think the first thing that we need to understand is that if you feel frustrated, unclear, disappointed, sad, unfulfilled, maybe the first thing that we can do is really understand that, do you have a vision? Do we have a vision? Because if you don't have a vision, it's just everything will fall outside. Because a lot of times when you think about really building a high-rise, if you don't have a foundation, we're not able to build anything. We're complaining that we do not have windows, but we don't have even foundation. That doesn't care. You're not supposed to care about that you don't have windows if you don't have the foundation. Windows comes after you have a foundation. The roofs comes after you have a foundation. Walls, everything comes out of foundation. So the vision is the foundation of your future. Vision is the foundation of everything. So people are sad that they don't have a roof, even though that they don't have the foundation. And today we'll share what are the key aspects of not having vision, what we feel, what happens. So number one, when you don't have a vision, you don't have a purpose, you don't have the direction. That's why a lot of times when we don't have a vision, you feel purposeful because you direct your energy to 10 different directions. But if you try to go to that direction 2 steps and 2 steps to that direction, where you end up being? You end up being in exactly the same spot. Now, of course, if you move 5 steps that and 3 steps in that side, so it might be that you will move to that direction 2 steps, but in the day, you're not moving as fast as it could. So vision speeds up the progress because you're able to direct your focus, your productivity to one direction, and you know exactly where you're going because you have vision. And vision gives you clarity, gives you focus, gives you productivity, gives you direction. Because without direction, it's very, very hard to really pursue the things that you want. Second thing is that uncertainty about the future. Uncertainty. So it means that you have no clarity, and no clarity is uncertainty. And when you have uncertainty, of course, it's very hard to really have goals, have dreams, have aspirations. It's just you go day by day. You live presently. But I think that presently living without having that vision in mind, because you can live presently by having a vision in mind. You can live presently without having no idea where you're going. And who will achieve much more? Person who has a vision in mind and you know that this today, what they are doing will benefit the future. Or are you living today just by taking actions without having no idea where those actions that you take today will lead? It might be that you are doing something that will have zero impact on the future you, because of what you're doing now doesn't benefit where you will want to go, doesn't benefit what you want to become, doesn't benefit your purpose, your vision. Now, of course, we're able to really build that vision, but at first we still need to understand what kind of vision you want to build. Because uncertainty, if you're uncertain about your future, if you're uncertain about your actions, it might be that you do not have a vision yet. Number 3 is inability to set goals. Inability to set goals. So that means, of course, that we say, I just don't have ability. I'm just not able to set goals. I think that a lot of times you're not able to set goals because you just don't have vision. Because I always said that we need to understand what is the biggest vision. What is that vision for our life? And then we need to break down those goals. And we need to say, okay, what kind of person could achieve that vision? And then we can break down goals regarding the skill sets, the character you want to build, the person you want to become. So you have goals around yourself, who you need to become, and then goals around the vision that you need to seek. But now, if you don't have a vision, you don't know what kind of person you need to become, what kind of goals you're supposed to set for? It's very hard to set goals when there's no vision. So always, when you're unable to really set goals, maybe they'll ask, like, do I have my vision? But because when you have your vision, setting goals becomes so much more easy. Number 4 is feeling stuck in the present. Feeling stuck in the present. So it means that you are really living this life. And a lot of times, if you don't like your life, feeling stuck, it's even worse. It's almost feeling that you are stuck in a jail that you do not know when will come out. It seems like for lifetime a jail. Because when you are in terrible position, but you know your vision, you know that you're taking action, and you know that you're taking action that leads you out of your current position, you feel hopeful, you know that you are going to the right direction, you have the hope, you have aspirations, you have the meaning, you have content, you have joy. That's why so many people who are in a terrible position, they're going through massive adversity, but they have vision. And that vision gives them peace, internal peace. Because inner peace is one of the most important aspects of our life. And we have the inner peace. And inner peace a lot of times comes from vision. So if you feel stuck in the present and you don't like that, maybe the vision will allow you to really feel unstuck. But again, we stuck in the present, but we able to unstuck ourselves by the vision and taking actions today, presently, that will lead to that vision. And number 5 is that a lot of times when we don't have a vision, we really could start compare ourselves with other people. We have envy, comparison, because we don't have vision, but we start seeing people who actually have the vision. They doing things, they are executing, they have much more energy, because vision gives massive energy. And I always said that energy is one of the most, if not the most important resource, because you can potentially have all the money in the universe and all the time in the universe, but if you don't have energy, that money doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much time you have. Because if you just laying down in your bed without any energy whatsoever, you will never achieve anything. It doesn't matter that you have millions and millions of dollars in your bank, but if you don't have energy, you will not be able to use it. But vision, having a strong vision gives a massive energy, and you're able to use that energy to achieve your goal. So that means that if you see to yourself that you don't have any energy, ask yourself, do you have clear vision for your life? And if you're not, it might be that you will be envying other people who have a vision. You compare others with it doesn't matter what other people do. Figure out your vision. We need to figure out our own vision, and of course at that moment you're able to really pursue things that really matters and have much more energy. So what are the emotional impacts that you actually do not have a vision? Emotional frustration, confusion, confused about what you're supposed to do. We spread ourselves too thin. And of course, when you have spread yourself too thin, you're confused and you start thinking this one, back and forth. And that's what doesn't allow you to really build momentum. Well, momentum is one of the best things because you start achieving much more with a very small effort. But if you never achieve momentum, that means that you are struggling. You're building real momentum. You build momentum and you jump on something else. And of course, that creates frustration, anxiety, restlessness, because we're never able to rest because we're always looking and we're always asking questions. We're always reflecting, but we're not able to get anywhere because we do not know the vision. At the same time, there's low motivation, apathy, energy, low energy, and all those things shows that you just don't have a vision. So how did you reflect as well? What is your vision? And of course, we're able to, if you never had a vision, if you never worked on vision, sometimes just having that small vision, maybe have a vision for a year, maybe for 2 years, maybe for 5 years, maybe for 10 years. And that means that we're able to increase that vision. Maybe you needed to start from a vision for a week. And then when you're able to achieve that vision for the week, of course, let's make it longer and longer vision, because of course it's at the beginning it's hard to really think about who could you become? What kind of person you want to become? What kind of vision you need to have for your vision? What kind of dedication, commitment, all those beautiful words that you can really crave for life. And when you finally made that vision, it's so much more easy to really have energy to pursue those goals, set the goals, and all the things. So I hope that you will reflect on your vision and will build that vision that you could pursue with all that energy. So I hope you just win and see you tomorrow.